What's going on, guys? It's your boy Just Brad, or JB from Los Broskis TCG. Today we're going to be reviewing the mono black cards that have been reviewed for set 10. But before the video starts, I just wanted to tell you guys two things. For one, little shout out to the homie Sideswipe Collector over on YouTube. This guy makes great content. Been uploading his Gogeta deck profiles. Super excited for the new units and stuff, and he also does a little bit of Pokemon, so you guys can click the link in the description and head up to this guy's channel. Great guy. Just give the support. We gotta give everybody from the Dragon Ball Super card game some support. They're the ones who keep the community alive. But anyways, let's get into this. And another thing is that this might be my last video for a while, since I might head out of town to take a small vacation. And there's not really anything that's gonna go on except for this until the new Unison stuff comes up. I did purchase the Spirit of Potara starter deck. However, I might be out of town by the time that arrives. That ships over to my place. So if I'm late on that video, I want to apologize in advance. But I just need a break. I gotta go find some way to get some money to pay for these cards. So. This might be the last video. I'm not sure yet, but let's get into these new cards. Honestly, the black looking pretty interesting. I was honestly I'm really surprised with what they announced. So Shenron, Unison of the Rescue. You can donate as many energy as you want. SR. This card cannot attack, and if it would lose a marker and attack, you may place one card from your life in the drop. Typical from a lot of Unisons right now. +1 active main. You may choose one of your skillless battle cards. If you do, this card gains... if you do this card... That's so weird. What does it mean by that? You may choose one of your skillless battle cards. If you do, that card gains double strike for the turn. Then draw one. That's pretty decent. It benefits you in 3 ways. You get a marker, a unit gets a double strike, and you get to draw one, so that's a really good card. I could see this card being hunted down really, really quickly once it's released. +0 activate. If you have no skillless battle cards in your play one skillless battle card with energy cost of 2 or less from your drop. There you go. So that's how you're able to search it out. And for 7 markers, active main, play all skillless battle cards from your drop. You can basically just swarm the entire field. I can already tell this card's going to be super meta with the set 6 Goku when Android 8 dies. Which honestly, from just a little thing, that's one of my favorite arts or leaders and arts in the entire game. So seeing that he's getting really good support, I'm really happy about that. So that's the Shenron Unison. Next we got Vegeta, Demonstration of Might battle card 3 energy, Overwhelm 3. Active main, choose this card and one of your black cards with energy cost of 3 or less. Send the chosen card into the owner's warp, then draw 1. Not bad, pretty decent for 3 energy. Vegex, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Burning Impact, unleash 7 energy, double strike, Xeno evolve from a regular Vegex, which energy costs 6. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send you to the warp. Pretty average auto, honestly, but it has a double strike, so that'll make up for it. Next up we got Trunks Elite Descendant, Overwhelm 3, 1 energy. When this card is played during Overwhelm, play up to 1 Vegeta Xeno card with energy cost of 3 from your deck in rest mode. Then shuffle your deck. Not terrible. That's how you get, I'm pretty sure that's how you're going to get the regular Vegex out. Vegex. I cannot pronounce that. But I'm pretty sure that's how you're going to get that one out and then evolve into this one. Demigra. I like this armor a lot. Honestly, I have not kept up that much with heroes. But, I like his final form one, but this outfit for Demigra, it's really sick. Demigra, the Sinister Sorcerer, Overwhelm 5. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses one card in your hand and then sends it to your warp. If the card your opponent is in their warp with a battle card, combo it with this card. So basically, they choose the top card from their deck. They send a card to their warp. And if it was a battle card, you get to just combo with it. So that's pretty good. Was that active battle? No, it's just auto. That's weird. I guess. Towa Secret Maneuver. Auto once per turn. When this card is played or attacks, look up the top 5 cards from your top of your deck, add up to 1 Demon Realm Raise card among them to your hand. Just a search card, not terrible. Mirror Explosion of Energy, Critical Barrier. When this card is played, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and sends it to their warp. Choose 2 cards in your hand and send them to your warp. When one of your opponent's cards attacks, negate the attack, then negate this skill for the turn. Not terrible, but also kind of you're losing 2 cards, so not sure how that's going to be good. And that's going to be for what they announced in the beginning. Then we have more battle cards. Son Goku, Power of Legend, critical, unique. If your leader card is green, when one of your cards go makes an opponent discard a card, you may play this card from your hand. So make it discard, and it's free. 0 combo potential, which is weird. Send this card to its owner's warp, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards on your cost of 4 or less, and send it to the owner's warp. A lot of warp sending is what I'm noticing, but that's kind of weird that it has no combo potential. Neither does this. Do all black cards not have combo potential? I'm kind of like, no, yeah, some of them do. That's weird. Bardock, the Resolute, double strike, unique. If your leader card is red, when your opponent life is added to your hand or replaced in the drop area by skill, you may play this card from your hand. I've seen a lot of cards to do that, so not bad. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. Not bad. That's pretty decent. Mira, Faithful Servant. If you don't have any battle cards in play, play this card from your hand. Like a second turn when you haven't played anything. 2 energy, choose up to 1 mirror card with an energy cost of 5 from your hand and play it on top of this card. I need to do research, but there might be a good mirror that you can. There might be a really good mirror that you could play on top of this. So I just need to do a little bit of research, but this could be a good contender for a really good card in the set. Gravy, the Dark Sorcerer, unique blocker. If your leader card is blue, when your energy or your opponent's energy leaves an energy area. Wait, what? When your energy or your opponent's energy leaves an energy area due to a skill, you play this card from your hand. Okay, that's specific. When this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill or KO, switch up to 1 of your energy to active. That's pretty good. Poutine, the Dark Sorcerer. I mean, where to be sorceress, but whatever. Very unique. If your leader is yellow, when your opponent card is switching to rest mode by 1 of your card skill, you may play this card. A lot of these are just very for 1 deck, so that's very interesting. Once per turn, when your opponent plays the battle card using a skill or active a counter skill, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Not bad. Time Bullet, extra, counterplay. If you have a unison card in play, if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 2 or less, it is sent to the owner's warp instead of being played. Not bad. You can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost by choosing 2 cards from your hand and discarding them. It looks like that's what they're doing now. Instead of taking a life point, they're just doing the whole discard from your hand. That's interesting. Alright. Majin Buu, Wicked Incarnate. Wickedness Incarnated. Active main 1 energy. If your leader is black, all your energy is black, and you send this card from your drop area to your warp, you can activate the active main skill on copies of this card for the turn. At the end of the turn, you may choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. If you do, draw 2. Super weird, but one thing I did notice when I was looking through this is that this is like the only Majin Buu card that they showed, so that's very weird. I'll be back, guys. Hold up. Alright, so Reject, Spectite, Synthesis, Double Striking, Patara, 3 energy, Trunks, Xeno, Vegeta, Xeno. You can choose battle cards in your warp when choosing cards to use with this card's unions go from your hand. That's pretty cool, actually. When this card is played, add up to 1 battle card within 4 or less from your warp into your hand. Not bad. Pretty good. Secret Identity, Mass Saiyan. Yeah, right. Top Bardock. Overwhelm 6. When this card is played by using Overwhelm, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards that add up to a total of 6 or less and send them to the owner's warp. That's really good. If your opponent is probably playing, like I said, the Set 6 Goku with the Shenron leader, and he uses this ability, and he has a bunch of 1-drops or 2-drops, you can get rid of a lot of cards using this ability, so that's really good. Probably a good counter for that. So this guy, keep an eye out for him. He might end up being really good in the meta. Burning Impact, extra. Counterattack, shuffle 2 battle cards from your opponent. What the heck? That's weird. Counterattack, shuffle 2 battle cards from your opponent and drop it into their deck. If you have a unison card in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying. I guess that's just a way to stop your opponent from using warp, but No, from using Overwhelm. That's really interesting, actually. Huh. That's kind of cool, actually. Interesting. Okay, go back to the... Oh, I guess I went all the way around. Oh well. Pretty good. This is the starter deck stuff, so I want to start off with the leader first before I get into the Unison card. Vegeta, Xeno, and Trunks Xeno leader card. This is the starter deck card that's gonna be basically this. Oh, actually, they don't have the box here. It should be here. Ignore that. This is gonna be this starter. So, Xeno Trunks. Permanent. You can only play mono black cards. Once per turn, burst by. Draw one. Okay. When your life is at 4 or less, and you have 20 or more cards, or if you have 20 or more cards in your drop, you may draw one card, switch up to 1 to active, adds cards from your left to your hand until you have 6 cards in your life, and flip this card over. Not sure why you would do that if you actually managed to pull off the 20 cards in the drop, unless you actually really need those cards. And Awaken, you can only play mono black. Sparking 20, which I mean you should probably have when you awaken. If you would lose the game by running out of cards in your deck, shuffle your drop area into your deck instead. Okay, so there's so many reasons why this is looking super good, and I'm kind of mad because I ordered the Union Potara. I was thinking about getting this one. I was super like debating it, but I didn't get it in the end because of the whole trip thing. I was like, oh, I don't want 2 packages. Wait for me. I'll just buy this at a card shop over there. This is really good. This is super good. This is a very unique ability. I think it's the first time this ever happened in the card game. This basically says no to any Janemba deck, which was super mill you out. So this is really, really good. I'll probably pick it up. Honestly, this is looking way better than the Frieza stuff for me, the starter deck at least. But I'm probably gonna pick this up. This is looking super good. Perfect counter for it's a perfect counter for those Janemba decks that just mill you out. So that's really interesting. Active main, once per turn, draw 1, place 5 cards on the top of your deck in your drop, then choose up to 1 of your black Unison cards, and it gains double strike. Interesting, because I mean, if you activate that ability, obviously late game, because if you lose the game and your opponent doesn't like send all your cards into the warp, you basically get a fresh reset, and well, not a fresh reset because you still have your life to worry about, but it's a black card, so you can probably work that around the some other cards that could add I'm not sure, I don't remember that much, but I remember there was a whole talk about adding cards into your life. I'm not sure what happened with that whole stuff, but if there's like a way to put that together, you can pretty much refresh the whole match on your side at least with full energy, or like a lot of energy, and just completely beat your opponent. Super excited for this, honestly. Really mad, and the art's really good, honestly. I like the art a lot. And then the Unison that comes with the starter deck, that's Super Saiyan Gotenks, Fusion, and Friendship. If you have a black leader, if you black Saiyan leader, when this card is placed in the drop from your deck by skill you don't play, and you don't have any Unison card in play, you may play this card from your drop area with a marker on it. Okay. Active main, I think it's just a way to play it out for free. Yeah, it's a way to play it out if somebody gets it out of your deck. That's interesting. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. This card gets 10k. It gets 10k, you lose 1, and you gain 2 markers. That's interesting. And then 4, this card gets plus 20k and dual attack. Kind of necessary, seeing how it only has 5k power, but still really good. I can see this being replaced easily with something better, but still interesting. The leader is what is really piquing my interest right now. Time Agent Vegeta. This is all the starter deck stuff. Unique, only 1 copy can be played in your battle area. If this card would be removed from your battle area and sent to the warp instead, if your leader card is a black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by skill, you may play this card from your drop. Interesting. Once per turn, 2 energy, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards on each cost of 3 or less and send it to the warp. That's average. For 3 energy, for 2 energy, I don't think that's worth it, but you know, situational. Time Agent Trunks, only one copy in the battle area. Blocker. When this card is played, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. If your leader is Black Saiyan, when this card is placed in drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop. Same as the Unison. Supreme Kai of Time, Guardian of Space-Time, Battle, 1 energy. If you have 5 or less cards in your hand, when this card is used in a combo, this card gets a 5k combo. Not a super combo, but kind of is. Interesting. If your leader card is Black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in a drop area by your deck by skill, you may play this card from your drop. Same as every other card in this whole deck. Let's get into the SRs. Again, this is the starter deck that I was mentioning. I recommend this one and the Potara one that I mentioned earlier in the video, and the premium set, basically special sets, 4 boosters, 2 limited promos, which we'll get into. This is the SR for the deck of the color. Towa Twisted Sister, battle 1 energy, counterplay, play this card. When you play this card, draw 1, then shuffle up to one card of your opponent's drop rate into their deck. Average for 1 energy, and the art is really good. You know, what can you do? And people are talking about this guy a lot. Not sure why yet, but let's see why. Okay, so Mechabura, the Broken Seal. Deflect. When this card is played, declare an original energy cost and character name. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent cannot play cards with both the declared name and original cost. Oh, you get to like decide. Interesting. The original energy cost and cannot play copy of this card. Okay, now I see why he's broken. Once per turn, add 1 dark. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's why he's broken. Oh my god. So basically, if you're like, okay, you cannot play. This is, by the way, this is what you gotta pay attention. Energy and character name. So if it's your opponent's turn next, and you know they're gonna probably send out a, let's just say Gogeta boss card or a boss card, you can say you cannot call out. You could either say you cannot call out. Let's just say it's 5 energy. Most boss cards are like 5 to 7 energy. You can be like, you cannot call out a 7 energy card or a 5 energy card, or you can say you cannot call out any Gogetas, and they cannot at all until your opponent's next turn. So that's this guy's gonna be expensive. I can already see him being super expensive later on. So everybody keep your eyes out. Everybody keep your eyes out for this card. This is gonna be a super top tier card, super expensive. I'm pretty sure day 1 market's gonna be ridiculously. He might get eroded or banned. Honestly, not banned, probably eroded, probably limited to just a character name or an energy, or not both at least. Probably just one or one. But wow, that is, yeah. Now I see why everybody's scared of this guy. Black decks can make a big comeback. I mean, they were dominating set 9, but this is just pushing it over the edge. Overall might come back in a huge way. This is the promo that you get from the premium set. Towa Dark Successor, Deflect, Xeno Evolve 201, 200 or more. Cannot have copy that isn't a copy of this card. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then shuffle 4. Play this card, draw 1 card, then shuffle up to 4 battle cards from your opponent and drop into their deck. I guess it's just a way so they don't overwhelm. I always wondered why would you do that, but it's a way to stop them from overwhelming. Pretty decent. And that's going to do it for the cards. Obviously, he's looking to be a huge threat. It's going to be super unique leader. From this caught my attention, the Bardock. From this specifically, nothing really. Probably the Mira. Mira's looking really good, and the Shenron from this. A lot of great support. Cannot wait for this unit stuff to come out in July. One thing that they did release today that they're gonna announce soon is they're gonna put more reboot leaders, which I'm excited for. An iconic leader is coming back in a reboot card. Stay tuned for more info next week. Pre-release July 10th. We know that now. But people are guessing which one it is. A lot of people are saying Soul Striker or Pan. Personally, if you guys don't know, Soul Striker is the first starter deck ever in the game. Blue Goku, and the Pan, she was dominating the game, probably from like set 2, I think. But a lot of people are like, guess what card it is. Even though we were able to vote, we were technically able to vote for it a while back. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the video. We were able to vote, but what I'm thinking is that it might be a black card, because this whole like showcase right now that it did with all the black cards that they showed off so far, there is only one leader, which is a starter leader. And when they first showed off Unison, I don't think they showed any black leaders. So I'm actually intrigued that this is the only leader that they showed off this whole collection. So I say it's a black leader. I might be wrong. Put it down in the comments what you guys think is which card you guys think will be it. A lot of people are saying Soul Striker, but I say it's gonna be a black card. That's just my assumption. That's just my guess on it. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. That's going to do it for now. I might record on my vacation. I might record more of this, but there probably won't be any pack openings and deck stuff till I get back. In the meantime, I'll see if Andrew will keep up the channel with probably some of that Magic stuff. But yeah, don't forget to check out the homie's YouTube channel in the description. Great guy. You know, join the Amino like always. Have a lot of fun there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be discussing this for a while. And you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell notification if you guys want to get notified once I'm back, how it went and what happened. If there's a card shop over where I'm heading, might get some footage of some locals if this whole Corona stuff dies down by that time. But anyways, you know, keep it real, take it easy, keep on dueling, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys. Peace.